about, it'll be over before the episode even.
You said some shit to academics. Stop saying what?
No, I was saying this, whatever this is, it will be over before the episode even posts. It's nothing. It's not even.
To academics. Stop saying what?
No, I was saying this, whatever this is, it will be over before that.
Yes, you are first, Karim Edwards. Hey.
Yeah, we can just ask the people. I'm fresh out.
What you want to talk about?
Yeah, people.
Wait, time out. I got something funny. How about somebody really hit me in my DM and asked me what the hell is my OnlyFans profile? I'm like, fuck you talking about?
Whoa.
Apparently, people really think, not only do people really think I have an OnlyFans, people really think I try to holler at guys.
That's why that shit, hey, that's why that shit got 25,000 views.
It might be up to
So now we got to set up part 2. The date.
Lord have mercy.
We got to film the date.
Hilarious.
Oh, we got to go on a date.
Yeah. Y'all got to go on a date.
I'm like, do y'all know how much?
And I'm going to film it.
Y'all really think? Nah,
I'm going to be the director.
I love Godfrey.
Look at Godfrey blushing.
Clicking on his IG live at 3 a.m. and
that's right.
First thing he want to do is fucking try to pull me in. I'm like, no, bitch, no.
All right, listen.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm good now. I got my hair done. See, you was trying to get me on camera all through fucking quarantine. I was not with the shit.
Let me know anytime.
Gotti Bright said, "Nice praise, digger."
Let me know.
All right, YouTube Live. We need some topics for tonight, man. We kind of just freestyling it right now.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Mark Wahlberg?
What happened with Mark Wahlberg?
Well, he came and admitted like all his racial shit that he used to do and stuff like that. He used to beat up black people in Boston, beat up Asians, shit like that. He'd like just like confessed.
Yeah, I think we
really
did we talk about that? Maybe off camera.
No.
I feel like we talked about that.
They got the Hatred Act passed. Did you hear about that? They passed the hatred bill thing yesterday or day before or something.
What's that?
They actually passed it in the Senate, whatever. The hate act or hate crime shit.
The hate crime bill.
Yeah, look that up. I think they passed like. It's just funny. It was majority, but who were the people that disagreed?
Is that the same as the lynching?
I got people saying D.L. Hughley
collapsed,
passed out.
He fell out, although we don't know what from. Could have been from wearing a goddamn mask.
He has COVID.
Did you watch that Angela Stanton interview on the Breakfast Club I sent you, Jamar?
Damn, nah. I meant to, and I got sidetracked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should have. You really should have before this. But I mean, in short, she's a Black Republican running for Congress in for the state of Georgia, and I don't know. She had some good selling points as far as the Republican Party goes, like just kind of breaking down. Like saying if you could get past the shit that comes out of the candidate's mouth and, who they are as people and really get into the policies that each party represents, like Black people would be surprised how much more on the side of Republicans we are. I mean, it was an interesting interview. I don't know how to feel about it either way, because I feel like it's easy to cherry pick good things and bad things about both parties. I don't know if this one all the way over here is it, or that one all the way over here is it. I don't feel like either one of them is it. And in the case of Republicans, I feel like it may benefit a certain type of Black. I feel like that's more of a class and socioeconomic thing. And like, yeah, it might
your
work.
homes, peace.
You know, yeah, it might work for the, you know, for the higher income bracket Blacks. I don't know how. I wish you watched the interview though. It was interesting. She was just talking about if we adopted the ideology of the Republicans, just as far as like their stance on immigration and things like that, it would in turn just force us to do more for self, because you know, we're not relying on Asians for hair and nail and beauty. We're not relying on this or that one. It was just an interesting conversation.
Okay.
And yeah, I do, you know, we can actually discuss it in depth after you watch it for the show. Like, I think you should watch it, and I think we should definitely discuss it on the show. Maybe, you know.
All right. Well, people are talking about Elijah McClain.
Yes.
Are you aware of Elijah McClain?
Another Black baby murdered.
Another Black baby murdered, it seems. He was killed by Aurora police after being injected with ketamine. What the fuck? Do we know more about this? Hold on.
He well, they claimed they were dead. Let me read it so that I'm not making shit up. I know they claimed they did that to revive him from something, and he ended up having a heart attack. Is it like what are the ingredients of Narcan? Hold on, let me see, you know, it's the story that they put out, and then you know you just gotta sit back and wait for all the real facts to emerge. But hold on. Okay, all right. He got choked. He passed out. And I believe that's when I think they injected him with something that they thought was going to revive him. But it ended up causing him to have a heart attack. I believe. Hold on.
He died in police custody.
No,
there's going to be no charges in his death.
Yeah, he suffered a heart attack. Okay.
Well, this says November.
Well, yeah,
November.
Now they're
2019.
now they're going backwards with everything. Oh, well, what about this person? Everybody, all these different police departments are now, they're trying to get ahead of their bullshit. Like, oh, wait a minute, before this comes out, let's probe it. That's the word. City probes into the probes.
Might sound a little weird. Yes.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm sounding weird?
A little better now, I think.
1 2 1 2. Is it could be bracelets?
I don't know. It just sounded a little like a phone or some shit. Are you using a phone or computer?
I'm using a phone.
Okay. I think,
I don't know. Remember, I switched to the computer last week. The lighting, everything was off. So I think the computer is better. I mean, the phone's better.
No. How's my sound? My sound is low as fuck. Damn it. Paid the cost to be the boss. Paid the cost to be the boss. Look at me.
there you go.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Marcine Morgan, thank you.
Is
brand new being releasing any music possibly? Possibly.
Paid the cost.
Trying to get these dudes to get on a joint.
Hello?
Oh, Bill Cosby
People
got
see
granted an appeal.
some Nubian music right now. I like
Shit.
that shot, Godfrey.
I'm gonna have to leave and come back.
Oh yeah.
Bill Cosby got granted an appeal.
All right, right. What's up with that?
Well, he got, he just got granted an appeal. It doesn't mean he's there yet, but it's a process. So he is able to appeal now. So now he won the motion. So now they have to actually file the appeal. But everybody's kind of like,
All right.
yeah, we're rich black people. He might be able to slip through the cracks for fear of being, I guess like I'm seeing like a lot of white people walking on eggshells now. They scared of getting called racist. So
Good.
he might just fuck around and get that.
Good.
Your audio sounding a little low to me, Digger.
Who, me?
No, Digger.
Um,
Maybe you want to rejoin like Godfrey just did. Because I hear Godfrey.
You just gotta leave and come back.
okay.
Yeah, why don't you
Right
leave
now.
and come back?
Especially if you get a phone call, it's the worst.
Oh yeah, and that's probably what happened.
That's what happened to me. I got a phone call. I was like, God dang it. Why?
Matter of fact, could you turn your shit to the side? Can you turn your shit to the side, Godfrey?
What'd you say?
Turn your phone to the side. You on, yeah. There you go. There you go.
I'm in the lobby of my building.
Oh. I'm like, where'd you get them walnut walls up in your crib? I didn't see all that walnut before. In the last shot you did.
I think I'm gonna go with the Wi-Fi in this hallway. Hold on, I'll be back.
We getting it together, y'all. We getting it together. This is what happens when you put people on house arrest. You make them have to do stuff from the crib. Soon we gonna get these mics popping. I ain't got my joint hooked up yet, but there you go. You sound much better right there.
Oh wait, let me mute you on the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my camera on 2 seconds. Let me take this last.
There you go. Fronting for the gram. Fronting for the tube. Damn it, you smoke. You might as well let them see.
Nope. I'm a lady.
You're a fucking lady, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a freaking lady. Oh, yeah.
I might be the last
shit that you posted with from Star Trek.
Oh.
That shit had me crying. I couldn't stop watching that shit. Like,
yo, why I'm saying no, the illest shit is why
that's the type of shit. That's the type of shit they taught us when we was young. Like, that's how you're supposed to deal with women. Like,
why the video I did with Carlito might have got like 1,000
knock them out, huh?
I said the video I posted, all revolutionary music, power to the people. The first thing got like 1,000 views, but Captain Kirk decking a bitch got like 15,000 views.
Yo, that shit was hilarious.
In a horrible world.
Are you good now? Turn it back to the side when you're ready, Godfrey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So there's also the funny shit that everybody's talking about that Trump said.
All right.
When he was talking about, if you do less testing, it's almost confusing. I'm trying to understand. If you do less testing, you won't get as much.
You'll have less cases.
You'll have less cases, right? Which is almost to me, as somebody that knows that a lot of this is some bullshit, I take that as he's saying these motherfuckers is testing and they're making the numbers go up with these bullshit tests. But he's not saying that. He's saying it, and it sounds real retarded when he's talking about if you stop testing, there'll be less cases. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like what he's trying to say is, man, this is some bullshit. Stop with the fucking tests, because everybody that you test, you're gonna say that they fucking got it, and you're gonna make the shit go up, and it's gonna stop everything from going on. Like,
he called Corona Kung Flu.
Oh, that was hilarious too. Like Kung Flu. Come on, yo. I know a lot of people want to hate him just to hate him, but that was funny as fuck.
Wait. Oh,
I don't give a fuck. Godfrey, as a comedian, was Kung Flu? Come on. That was kind of funny, right?
That's Trump, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry. That was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
And you know what's funny? The first time he was funny was when he goes, "It's not racist. It's from China, China." Yo, dog, that was. Hey, man, that was just funny.
Now do an impression of this one.
This is it's Kung Flu. Not a problem. It's Kung
What is
Flu.
it? Kung Flu?
I think it's a martial arts. I learned Kung Flu when I was small, but it's Kung Flu. Kung Flu. What do you say?
I don't know karate, but I know Kareza.
It's Kung Flu, whatever. Tomato. It's Kung Flu.
And you took it back to the old school, Jamal, with that one. I don't know karate. I know
but I know Kareza. God damn it.
Kareza. That was everybody auntie favorite line.
What did you say?
James Brown said that.
Auntie
got that from James.
But Donald Trump has said a lot of funny shit though, like that straight just funny, like that's some funny ass shit. Cause he's such a dick, dude. He just that's just what he is. He's a petty ass dude, you know. That motherfucker said.
You know, it's first of all, you know what's hilarious about like everything that he says, like, and I'm sure it would be almost endless if somebody was like to edit together like all the times he said, like, this is the greatest shit in history. Like never in the history of the world has there been like, you know, and it'll be whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like it could be something mundane. This much ketchup produced in the US, like, you know, like this. He's just like, he feels like he's the greatest motherfucker to ever.
It's not funny though.
It's funny. It's very funny, but it's not funny. But it's laughable.
It's not funny.
No, it's funny because that is how dumb our country is. And the same people that voted for him, he's fucking them too. That's what's so funny. These hillbillies are like, man, that's our president, god damn it. And we gonna get guns and he home and and they're all unemployed, broke as fuck. And Trump don't give a fuck about them neither. And Trump's like, hey, you take care of my dirty work and I'll just be over here. I'm not coming to visit your town. Not gonna happen. He doesn't like poor whites. He don't, especially don't like poor blacks, whatever. But it's a classism thing, but they use the racism. And Trump says some funny shit. Funny is funny, even if it's like, damn, that wasn't funny. But that was funny.
No, why it's not funny to me is because like he says all of these things. He calls the Mexicans and Hispanic people the bad hombres and the Asians kung flu, this, that, and third. But when it comes to black people, it's like these thugs, these animals, and these are, I mean, these are just dog whistle ass phrases that.
But it's like, but let's not act like he's the first one. You know, people like Hillary Clinton was calling us super predators. You know what I mean? Like your boy Joe Biden was talking shit back in the days. Like he was strongly in support of the death penalty for. He said, if you got a piece of crack that's bigger than a quarter, we're proud to say that you getting 5 years automatic for that. And we're trying to update it to where you get the death penalty. This is stuff he was saying back in the 80s.
But they're not. But they're not the only one.
You know,
go back to the 1700s. They all were talking like that about us. Stop.
Yeah,
Trump didn't invent racism.
He's the first one to do it.
Hell no.
And I'm just saying, I'm not fucking with Trump. But I'm not fucking with Biden neither. Like we got a problem here. We got a problem here. Because everybody's on this lesser of two evil shit, and I'm like,
not fucking with neither one of them. But
either one of them,
Trump gotta go.
Yeah, Trump gotta. They all gotta go. And like I saw some white dude, I don't know who it was, some white politician, and this motherfucker. See, it's motherfuckers like this that you really got to get. He said, "I admit there might be problems, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that there's systemic racism."
Oh God. Anyway.
Like really? Like if you can't see that this shit is systemic, built in, weaved into the fabric of the system, you the motherfucking problem, and we got to get your motherfucking ass out here. And any fucking white person that's act like it's not systemic, you better look at those motherfuckers twice.
Right. No doubt.
Because they just capping for the USA.
I mean, Woodrow Wilson was a Ku Klux Klan member. They used to take photos in Klan suits and then in their presidential suits. And the police come from the Klan. So this is not different. Like all of them, they were racist presidents. Literally, they were Klan members. They were part of Skull and Bones. They were part of, you know what I mean? So this is real shit, you know. So that racist shit has been to white. Trump ain't a new racist. Please, he's actually late on it.
No, I just wish he would be more presidential. He's not very presidential.
He's not a presidential dude because he's never been trained for it. He sucked as a businessman. As far as Wharton School of Business, he was garbage. His mother said, Trump don't let him become and get into politics because he's gonna fuck it all up. His mama said that shit. Yo, Trump was on WWE wrestling. Come on, he was on Fresh Prince. Trump is a socialite. He's a fucking low-class socialite who had money. And look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates thinks he's a doctor. He's a fucking piece of shit, nerdy, bitch-made motherfucker who wants to vaccinate Africans first.
With his man-looking wife, Melinda.
His man-looking wife, Melinda. And they all want to vaccinate black people first. But then I hope they come to Africa and get their asses smoked. Fuck that. Because everybody want to come at us first with their bullshit.
Yeah, you see the black female doctor like, oh, the trials aren't gonna work unless black people participate. Everybody like, nope.
Bitch, shut your fucking ass up.
We need to drag people like that. None of that shit. They need to be stoned to death. We need to stone people who keep betraying the black race. We need to stone them. Like Candace Owens, all of them fucking Uncle Tom ass Aunt Jemima motherfuckers, man.
Oh, you know what? There's a topic to discuss.
Aunt Jemima.
The Aunt Jemima and Uncle
We talked
Ben.
about that already.
No, I know we did, but I've actually been reading a lot of commentary about how we are erasing some history by doing that. Or are they being slick? Or are they low-key erasing history? Because you know Uncle Ben was a real person.
Okay.
And Aunt Jemima was too.
Uncle Ben, not only was Uncle Ben a real person, he is known for creating the system that effectively produces and grows rice. So that name and that brand became trade because it's more than just the name of a person. It's actually a type of agricultural style used to produce rice, which is supposed to be
it's the Uncle Ben style of rice.
We could call it rice Benjamin. We'll call him Benjamin.
That Uncle Ben style.
Use his whole name.
So basically, if we remove his name and his brand or whatever, you know, it's kind of low key. Hang on, I'm gonna.
Right. It's kind of low key whitewashing it.
But you got to take it in context
because they're gonna turn it to Uncle Matthews.
See, here's the thing.
The top selling rice. Hang on. Let me
The thing
no,
is,
because
they
I
should
was
call him.
reading
Why
for
don't they call
Instagram.
him Miss Benjamin something? His name is obviously Benjamin. Call it Benjamin something Rice. You call him Uncle Ben because that is a very, very derogatory thing because it was going against with Aunt Jemima, the cream of wheat guy. It's contextual. It looked like it was some slave shit. So it wasn't dignified because of the time. And Aunt Jemima, look at early Aunt Jemima photos.
Hang
Well,
on,
see,
let's
for me, just the name Jemima, even if there was an aunt, like that name Jemima sounds very slavish to me. You know what I mean? Jemima, like
And Uncle Ben,
that Jemima over there.
right? And Uncle
Like,
Ben sounds
you know what I
slavish too.
mean?
Uncle Ben, fuck out of here.
Yeah, like Uncle Ben. I mean, Ben,
But call him Benjamin then.
right?
Mr. Benjamin's rights, Mr. Benjamin
Benjamin.
blah blah rights.
Right.
Because they didn't call you by Mr. They called you boy.
But hey, maybe he didn't have a last name.
wait, hold on. His
Maybe he
name
didn't have a
is
last name. And that's all they called him was Uncle Ben.
Frank
Okay.
Brown. His name is Frank Brown.
Frank Brown's rice. Why can't you
Where
call him
Ben
Frank
come
Brown?
from?
Frank Brown's rice. That's better.
Franklin Brown's brown rice.
Franklin Brown's rice.
Franklin
Gordon,
Brown's
I
brown
don't
rice.
know who has supplied rice to the
Yeah,
armed
first of
forces.
all, y'all need to stop eating this white ass rice. Okay?
Hold on. Gordon, wait.
Brown rice.
Gordon L. Harwell, an entrepreneur who had supplied rice to the armed forces in World War II, chose the name Uncle Ben's as a means to expand the marketing efforts to the general public. Okay, so I guess that was more palatable to sell this black man's
Because
rice.
he looks like a fucking servant. Yeah.
So
Think about 1940.
I guess in that context, we know it was a racial, caricature, but we got to keep. I don't know. I guess we do have to keep Uncle Ben legacy alive in some capacity.
Yeah, we changed the name. Marketing is not hard. Those motherfuckers
so
got
people
money.
know
It's
that.
just like Famous Amos. Remember the black dude, Famous Amos? He took himself off the package so that he could sell more. Famous Amos. He took himself off the package so that he can sell more.
And to me, that's what probably sold me on the cookie when I was young. Seeing a black man on the motherfucking bag.
Yeah, I'd be like,
that's what made me get it. Like, oh shit, Amos is a black man. Oh, give me those cookies.
But we had Amos
and they was good.
But we had Amos and Andy. You go, okay, this guy's like, okay, Famous Amos. Let me take myself off the package so he can cross over. And it's sad because there was a time we couldn't even be on our own albums in music. The white people had to be on our albums. Fucking crazy, man. So they could sell. Because how dare a black person be on his own album while white people are dancing to the music he made or she made?
Crazy.
Does anybody watch the
your video's not on, Digger?
I know I turned it off for a second. I'm like blowing my nose. Shut up. Does anybody watch American Soul on BET? The story of
Soul Train?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Don Cornelius. It's great. Should watch it.
You know what I've been watching lately?
What's that?
It's a show called The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
I'm on the first season.
Yeah, it's hard body.
Pretty deep.
Mm-hmm.
Deep.
I've been watching blaxploitation films. I just finished this weird one. It was called The Final Come Down. And it's like one of Billy D. Williams' first
That sounds like a porno flick.
I know, The Final Come Down. And it's Billy D. Williams in his early days, man, when he was young. And it's like about these black revolutionaries killing cops. But you know how when you see those first low budget films, they're shot all fucking cheap, but it's talking about shooting and killing the policemen, these black revolutionaries trying to kill the policemen. And Billy D is one of the main dudes, and he ends up getting shot. It's a weird, trippy movie, but I watched that. I watched Bucktown with Fred Williamson. Just finished Foxy Brown, Friday Foster. Uptown Saturday Night.
I watched PD Wheatstraw the other day.
PD Wheatstraw. Okay, PD
Yeah.
Wheatstraw. So I've been watching all that Monkey Hustle. Now I'm gonna watch Across 110th Street. I'm just getting my blaxploitation film shit down right now.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's my shit. I get in those zones. That's how I came across Capricorn 1.
Oh, with the OJ?
Yes.
He was good.
Mm-hmm.
OJ was a decent actor. He was great in the Naked Gun for comedy. That shit was funny. OJ Simpson, man. OJ's back too. Boy, that boy is back.
Somebody said Cotton Comes to Harlem.
I just watched Cotton Comes to Harlem with what's his name? Raymond St. Jacques, Godfrey Cambridge, Red Fox. I saw that. Cotton Comes to Harlem. I also saw I'm about to watch Shaft.
Across
Shaft
110th Street.
Across 110th
Black
Street.
Caesar.
I just saw Black Caesar, Hell Up in Harlem. And you know what I noticed, Jamar? Black manhood is they're trying to shut that down. What the good thing about blaxploitation is the brothers were brothers, man. We was men. We kicked ass. We were bad motherfuckers, man. We were real men, dude. It was dope.
And we stuck it to the man.
Now there's something to talk about. Now
that was the theme in those movies, was sticking it to the man. Finally, this motherfucker, after all the bullshit he doing, nah, fuck you, motherfucker. The black man is gonna be on top. That was part of the message that was in those movies.
Well, let me as a woman, let the record reflect that I'm actually starting to be annoyed by the way the term patriarchy is getting thrown around. Like it's a bad thing. It's like it's almost, I'm like, okay, if we're talking the medieval times or third world countries where women were getting stoned and shit after they got raped and turned up pregnant, that's one thing. But we're talking like basic man, woman, child practices, and like I don't know, it's being regarded as a bad thing nowadays. Like anytime there's even the little rift between No Name and J. Cole, it was like, oh, the patriarchy strikes again. I'm like, so huh? Like,
it's an attack at being a real man, digga.
I'm getting like, I'm like, okay, I'm a woman, and that's weird to me. I'm like, okay, at what point did it become like wrong to like want
to be a man,
to be the man? I mean, the man is supposed to protect and provide.
That's right.
Supposed to be nurturers.
Right, but now everything that a real man does is toxic.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. I'm seeing that word getting thrown around like retarded.
Because the only black man that a lot of these groups are going to accept is a homosexual black man or some sort of transvestite black man. Like they don't want a strong black heterosexual man. They calling them cis and all this crazy shit. Like they don't want to see a strong black man, thus a strong black family. Like this is an attack on the very fabric of the black family with all this toxic masculinity talk and all of this, what you're talking about, acting like patriarchy, that word is something that's bad. Like, come on, stop.
I don't like the context that it's being used in, and also I don't like I don't like the fact that like even a lot of I mean, okay, as a woman, like yes, we a lot of us feel like we do equal work, we deserve equal pay. Like I don't know if all of these, if all of these things are falling under the patriarch argument umbrella, fine. But I'm feeling like it's okay to want the man to take the lead. Like, we are supposed to follow the man. Like, we're not, like, the women aren't supposed to be leading the charge. Now, granted, we know behind every great man there's a greater woman. We know this. We know this. Give us our flowers. Yes, queens.
I'd say next to every great man is a great woman, not behind, but next.
Well, next to that. Thank you. Thank you for that correction. But I just,
Unless you're in India, then you get your ass 10 steps behind.
Or you get some acid thrown in your face.
yeah, now see, now in those, like I said, in those instances, by all means, y'all wilding with the patriarch shit. But I just feel like there are so many opportunities for women to have a voice now. I don't understand why women having a voice should equate to tearing the men down like that. As a woman, that's disturbing to me. I'm like, hello, ladies, don't we want our men to
Well, that's
provide? Like,
that's the white feminism. That's white
Thank
feminism.
you. Thank
That's
you.
white feminism.
And that comes from thinking with someone else's mind.
Right. They're trying to suck black women into that. White and feminism has nothing to do with women of color. It's very racist. It's all about white women getting their shit.
We gonna God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. And even with the different groups, the LG or whatever, all them, they're trying to make it seem like, oh, our lives matter too. I go, yeah, but there is racism in the gay community. There's black, like James Baldwin was a gay black man who spoke for black people. Right. He just spoke for black people because he goes, I'm judged by this, not by my sexual preference. And they're trying to convolute the two of them. Like Billy Porter is their fucking tap dance coon now, who's going, we need to solve the homophobia in the black community. Yeah, there is homophobia in the black community. We do need to talk about that. But you need to be in context, Billy. Right now, they are killing black people, not because they're gay, because they're black, stupid ass. You know what I mean? And some of these policemen that are white are gay too. They probably are. And they're still killing. Yeah.
The biggest problem that I've been having, with everything that's been going on is that most of us aren't on code. It's like we're emotional. We're reacting to everything that we're seeing, and we're constantly getting. I don't know how many times I'm going to see knee on the neck. Like, I've probably seen it like 50, 11 times, even when I'm not looking for it. It just booms on the internet. Booms on it.
Like, well, you know what that's symbolic to. Not to cut you off, Digger. But that's symbolic to like how in the Handmaid's Tale, where they always got the people hanging from the walls, you see? Because that's a constant reminder that if you fuck up, this could be you.
That's right.
Yep. That's why they fucking do that.
That's why they do it.
It's on purpose.
Keep showing it in a way going, keep on playing.
On purpose.
Right.
Try to resist. And I have the right to resist. If someone's trying to kill you, I'm sorry, you got the right to resist. You got the right to resist. Don't give a fuck.
Right. I think the biggest problem that the Black BTQ community has is when they assimilate, they don't realize that they're also being discriminated against as well. I feel like they almost feel like they're removed from the Black struggle because they are, they are aligned.
They joined some other gay thing which they think is
meanwhile, I forgot the gentleman's name. I know he must be someone of note, but he just went viral for saying, hey, Blacks, y'all trying to jack Pride Month with y'all little Juneteenth festivities, and I'm like, whoa, bro. And I just wonder, like, do the Black LGBTQ community ever like see, take cues from this, and at some point, does it register like you're really in the gang with us, like you're really not in the gang with them, and that's something that I wish more of them would see.
Right. Well. First of all, and I'm sorry, Digger, you opened the door to this. um, speaking of LGBTQ and all that, like, let's make no mistake about it. Black Lives Matter is an LGBTQ organization started by some LGBT females, and they have no place for Black men in their organization. And for everybody to run around talking about Black Lives Matter right now, we need to stop it. Because like I said in an interview that's going viral, that's not our movement. That's something that was given to us. What real movement, okay, in the 60s would have had so much momentum that they're gonna put Black Panther Party leading up to the goddamn White House? Like, come on. That's crazy.
Well,
That's
all of the
crazy.
all of the movements, all of the protests, I believe, are controlled. Like, they're gonna create a safe space for give us this safe space for us to protest, but
Black Lives
they're
Matter was
not really
started
gonna
by
let us
some man-hating lesbians, and that's just what they are. They're lesbians, admittedly. And if you're screaming Black Lives Matter, especially as a Black man, you're screaming that you don't matter, really. I mean, let's look at the premise.
I don't think too many people have really like done the research.
I know. Go to their website, go to the about, and see what you were talking about earlier with patriarchy. In their about, they talk about destroying patriarchy. You know what I mean? They talk about queering the movement. Okay? They talk about families, but they don't talk about fathers in the families. You see what I'm saying? Like, so we have to be careful with the movements that we're being given, the things that we're rallying around and just going along with without even doing any kind of research on it to find out what it's really about. So now if you're about these things, then go ahead, keep on screaming Black Lives Matter and all of that. But if you are about, traditional heterosexual manhood and all of that type of stuff, Black Lives Matter don't want you. You know what I mean?
For most people, that term it's not, they're not digging that deep for that. Like they're equating Black Lives Mattering meaning stop killing Black people. Like I would say for 85%, that's
right, but that's
Black people and
taking
white
it on
people.
face value. You see what I'm saying? They're taking something on face value. 85%, and that's a good number. Is taking something on face value. 10% know what Black Lives Matter is, but use it to fool the 85%, and 5% know what it's really about and is out here teaching the truth to the 85%. Thank you, Digger.
I just alley-ooped you real quick with the
just alley-oop. Man! I love it. But nah, seriously, like it's not about even bashing her. You just got to keep it real. Like, you know what I mean? You got to say what it is. Like, you know what I mean? So again, and like Black Lives Matter, if you listen to that, that's like telling white people, like you're telling white people Black Lives Matter. You see what I'm saying? The whole premise is talking to them. We need to talk to our own people. So, you and I, Digger, we was talking about that Black liberation movement. That's the real BLM. That's what we need to get down with. The Black liberation movement. Holla if you hear me.
So we can call. So you have Democrats, you have Republicans, and then you have the Black Liberation Party. Ow.
We need our own independent
party, movement, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
We should have Black Liberation Party, our own independent, like Dr. Claude Anderson said, our own economic base, our own political party. Fuck the Republicans, fuck the Democrats. and we'll have more power and control. We can tell them
And
what the
it's
fuck
not
to
being
do.
racist doing that. Do they call, when you ride through Chinatown, do they call that, oh, they racist because they got a Chinatown? When they go through, when I go through Little Italy and they got the San Gennaro feast and all of that, oh, this is racist. Look at all this Italian section of no. So why we can't have our own section that's really our own section, not something that was given, oh, you just gonna be here in the ghetto and that's the black section. No, we got our own black section.
We should have a Nubia town. Why can't we have a Nubia town?
And all of that. They got sections of Williamsburg. We got to start stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, Nubia town.
Our own businesses. Shit, we have enough discipline where we're not even giving a fuck about fashion or none of that. These motherfuckers, all they wear is black all day. You know how much money they saving on fucking not fucking with Nike and all this other stupid shit that we fuck with? Like, come on, man. Because they trying to build their fucking nation. They make sure they all have vans so they could have 10 kids apiece. Like they know what the fuck they doing. They got plans and rules that they keep in regulation. They keep themselves disciplined. They save, they build with each other. They, you know what I mean? Make sure the dollar goes around their community, you know what I mean? For at least a week or so. They said our shit stays.
And their marriages are probably already arranged at birth. Like
all of that. Or if they're not, they're arranged in a way that's more about, you know, the sensible shit rather than the emotional, you know, sexual shit. You know what I mean? They actually might have their parents involved in the decision. Oh, wow, that sounds crazy. You know what I mean? But that's actually leads to sounder partnerships when the parents are involved.
What about this?
Better.
To get a independent black community, whatever. What about this boule, man? I've been reading this that Charles Wesley created the boule. You know about the boule?
Yes.
And they're like elite black people to kind of shut other black people down.
Right. Yeah.
The shit doesn't end. Like W.B. Du Bois, all these motherfuckers are here. Like
those are agents of white supremacy, though.
Yeah, and they're still.
And they were groomed. They were groomed in the colleges.
Yes, the colleges are.
And a lot of them started as teachers.
They're all white.
Started as teachers.
Yes, they're all funded by all the black colleges are funded by white money.
Right, and if you trace it back, it all traces back to Rockefeller. They're the ones that control the education in this company, in this country.
Steve Copley.
So whatever you know, is some shit that Rockefeller put in your brain. Okay.
Hello.
On all from the theory of evolution to all kinds of stuff. Okay. So just know that.
So we're like, we have a lot of layers of people shutting us down. It's horrible. God damn.
Yes, it is layers, but it's coming from a source. You see what I'm saying? They just have different arms to that octopus. You dig? And you just gotta identify that arm is attached to what body, you know? Mm-hmm. So yeah, they've been using us. They've been using some of our brightest, you know, once they get to colleges and all of that, and you know, put them through one of those fraternities, sororities, and boom. That's where they get. That's where they get the pickings from. Am I right or left? YouTube Live, talk to me.
Too crazy.
Shout out Stan Spliff. Stan Spliff said, in the family unit, the man should be head and the woman the heart. If you reverse it, everything will be in disarray. Thank you, Stan Spliff.
There you go.
I mean, I gotta be honest though, like that's ideal. That is, trust me, that's what every woman wants. Every woman wants to kick back and be protected and provided for. And you know, but what happens when the woman has to be the protector and the provider and the nurturer? And unfortunately, we have seen such role reversal. We've seen this shift take place over time. So, you know, either
Right,
women
and it happened unnaturally. It was systemic. That's part of the systemic racism that we're talking about. The fact that those factors even came into play come from
okay.
the systemic racism.
Okay, but the fact still remains. It's like that we need the men to acknowledge it, step up to the plate, and
It's
women
acknowledged, but a lot of
and
time when you
women.
say step up to the plate, a lot of them is going to say how, like economically, how, like what do you want them to do to step up to the plate other than what they've been doing and been getting shut down at? Until we provide for our own people, they're going to go to the white man, try to get a job. Motherfuckers going to tell them, I'm not fucking with you. Or they're going to give the better jobs to their own people. And then we're going to be forced to the lower bullshit that we don't want to do, which forces
I mean,
somebody with pride out onto the street.
I hear you, Jamar, but it needs to be figured out. Otherwise, you're
Okay.
or otherwise, there's going to be no end to the gender war.
Right, but the figuring out is not happening. It's not going to happen within this system the way it is.
Okay.
And y'all tell the man to just figure it out.
Figure it out real quick. Otherwise,
he can't figure it out by himself.
You're going to continue to have Black women gravitating to these feminist movements. That's all I'm saying. Y'all can take that knowledge.
I hear that.
And do what you want
That's
with
what
it.
they want.
I'm letting you know where the sisters is at with it.
That's what they want. That's what they want. So it's like, yeah, we all got to work though. Don't act like, oh, well now Black men, so y'all, just figure out. We all got to figure this shit out together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is a problem for us all. If we don't get it together, you're fucked up. If you don't get it together, I'm fucked up.
And I'm telling you, and I started the sentence with women suddenly being the protectors and the providers and the nurturers. I don't
know about protectors. What do you mean by protectors?
And we'll do the providers and the nurturers, and we'll do that. But at some point, men have to stop being comfortable with women taking on these roles. And saying,
how do you know they are comfortable? What makes you say they're comfortable with that?
Well, I
know many men that are not comfortable with that.
Not at all.
I know, I don't know about you, but I'm tired of hearing 40-something-year-old women talking about how much they gotta do.
Right, but that doesn't mean their man is comfortable with it. Regardless if they gotta do shit, you're assuming that the man is cool with it. He probably
I'm not assuming that he's comfortable. I'm saying I knew I grew up in a household with a mother and a father, and that father wouldn't my father wouldn't even allow my mother to pay a bill or assume any fucking responsibility, regardless of what he had to do. And I feel like the new generation of young men, and we're speaking from a mature demographic. I'm talking about the younger generations. I'm listening to my daughter and her friends talk about how I don't know if you realize, like all the 20-something-year-olds, all the Gen Zs, they're dating these 30-something-year-old men because 20-year-old men ain't shit and this and that, and like it's a mess.
Well, listen. So
I'm on y'all side.
I hear what you're saying, but on the reverse, you got these idiotic females talking about, I'm an independent Black woman. I don't need no man. I don't blah 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 blah. So it's like you can't have it both ways.
Natural.
You can't be an independent Black woman and say that you want a man to take care of you and all of that. Like, which is it? Like
that's not, but it's not natural. Like women don't want to naturally bear the burden,
and niggas don't want to naturally not do what they be able to support their shit. You see what I'm saying? It's the same shit, but the system sets it up to where everybody's mind is fucked up. Yeah, everybody's fucked up because you know what I mean. The shit they take you out of your element. You see what I'm saying? when you take a polar bear and a gorilla and you mix their fuking habitats and put one in the other place, they're gonna be all fucked up.
Okay, so now that it's not a secret anymore, now that we know this is what's going on, how can we, the elders, how can we give knowledge to the younger generation to help reverse? Because we know how our generation got fucked up. Our generation got fucked up as soon as they started flooding drugs in the community and all our men getting locked up and shot and
that's why I see the only answer is for us to separate mentally, physically, spiritually from the mindset of our oppressors, okay, and truly come into our own, like, because we still out here thinking like white people. And that's what's got us adapting a lot of these maneuvers. These are the things that the white man instilled in our minds.
Okay.
Abnormally. Now we gotta flush this out. The only way to flush that out is to regroup, huddle up amongst ourselves. Okay, like,
so we huddling. We can't do it
within this system like this.
That's what this podcast says. We're huddling. We can keep talking about what the systemic situation is. Us three right here, like-minded people, we're huddling. What's something that we can do or even suggest? Not that we're going to change the world.
I'm telling you, the first thing we need to do is get with ourselves.
Yes.
That's the first thing we need to do.
We
need to build on economics in order to bring our black men back into a situation where they can fucking say, you know what, you ain't working, sister. You just sit down and, you know what I mean, take care of the seeds type of shit. Like, we need to build economic bases like that. And the only way we can do that is if we separate and have the discipline to come together. So that separation is number one.
Separation. And not including
that, but that's number one. That's what the fuck we got to do. So I'm telling you, that's what it is. And from there, we use that once the things we separate from, especially economically, that we separate from the money we save by separating from those things, we add that to the till of nation building.
I am in, for example, our discipline, like July 7th, we're supposed to not spend anything. I think we should go from November 1st to December 31st. We don't have to spend on these holidays. They're pagan holidays. They're all bullshit. We can save our money unless, of course, you get your essentials, food and all that other shit. That's fine.
Right, but all that present giving and all of that, right.
Fuck Christmas. Unless you're spending on Kwanzaa, unless you're spending on black businesses for those 2 months, that's an easy one. Nobody really wants to spend money on the holidays.
Make your gift. You ain't even supposed to buy no shit.
Nobody even wants to spend money on the holidays. So fuck that. I think that we should save from November 1st to December 31st. Don't spend on shit extravagant. Fuck that. And we really show them. And we concentrate on black businesses only. That would be dope. 2 months. We should really dope. Fuck a day. I think it's a good one. November 1st.
I think that's one facet of repair. I really think a lot of it is internal between I think relations really need some healing between
internal in the mind
and black woman. I'm talking about black men and black women.
That's what I'm talking about. It's internal in the mind.
I think
the only way.
I think if black men did a little more stepping up, I think women will follow. I don't want to. Me personally, I don't want to see a video of a black girl fighting, getting jumped by 10 Asian dudes whooping their ass, and the niggas are standing around recording. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I want men. I want young black men to start being men, and women.
And I don't want to see videos of girls talking about "fuck y'all niggas."
Yeah,
y'all niggas shit. I got my Gucci bag, and y'all blah 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 blah. We don't want to see that neither.
Just for a change, just say you right, sis. for a change.
No, we both right. We
No,
both
it's
right.
not.
You're right and I'm right. You keep
Okay.
acting like it's just the
Okay.
man. No, it's both
Men
of
step
us.
up,
Yes.
women will
Both
Yes.
of
follow.
us.
Thank you,
Yes.
world.
I think
Damn, black man. Thank you.
yeah, I wanted one of the keys too is get rid of them dumbass fucking reality shows, black women beating up each other and calling each other, because black women are the most educated in America, but you wouldn't know that through these stupid ass fucking shows. We need to stop patronizing them shows. Fuck them shows. Protest against them shows. The images gotta go. And like he was saying, I mean, I think also like knowledge, man. Reading. We have to fucking force ourselves to read, man. We got to read shit. Like read on the people that came before us that wrote all this shit on how to treat our economy. There's so many books on that. We have to discipline ourselves on the academia. Have to,
For sure.
have to make ourselves accountable. Whatever group you're part of, you know, you get your crew, you get their crew, their kids. We all read a book. Let's all read this book. Let's discuss this shit. You know what I mean? That would be good during the November 1st to December 31st. Let's get that, man. Kill them economically. Then we're getting our shit done academically. Fuck, man. Just it's discipline. We gotta have discipline. And then we get rid of those
Deja Huggins. Thank
all
you,
the tap
Deja.
dancing Negroes gotta
Love
go.
you.
What you say?
No, shouting out to a
Okay.
super chatter.
That's what I think. Back to foundational shit, man.
Yeah, like
And the answer is there. It's not like it's not Chinese arithmetic. It's like, hey guys, discipline. Shit.
So listen, I had a premise. So, and I think a lot of people get nervous, you know, when I start talking about things like separating and having our own shit, right?
Yeah.
Because it reminds them of like Black Wall Street, okay? How we had our own shit, and what did the white man do?
Burn it down.
What did he do? He came in and burned the shit down, you know what I mean? So somebody's like, yo, well, what if they tried some shit like that again? So what are some of the steps we would have to take
Licensed
in order to protect any kind of you know what I mean? Like we'd almost have to know that at some point they're not going to be happy with Black people being happy.
Yep.
like they're not going to be happy with that. Like, oh, those niggas over there are living life too carefree. They're fucking living amongst themselves in harmony.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
We need an army. I'll say we probably need an army. I'm surprised that I didn't see more legally armed Black people during these protests.
Yes.
Like I just feel like, you know, for everybody that talks the talk is like,
right. Where are you?
We just watched a bunch of kids run wild. Like, where are those people? I ain't gonna say they wasn't out there, because it's not like we had drones and seeing what was going on in every city and every state, but I would have liked to see more, Black legally armed people. Like, okay, y'all peacefully protesting over here. We're gonna stand over here on the side and make sure nobody gets out of line, and we can legally defend y'all. Like, for when you see somebody coming driving down the street trying to drive through a crowd of protesters, I would have loved to see a legally armed Black person react in instances like that.
Right, because first of all, you're using your vehicle like a fucking weapon. You know what I mean? Like, matter of fact, I saw one where not only did he drive into the crowd, he fucking popped the brother.
Yeah.
That was Seattle.
Like, that's just, yo. Yeah, that would be nice. But see, what's so crazy is if a Black man did pull out his shit and save somebody like that, I guarantee you I guarantee you the police will come up on the scene, see this black man with the gun, and be ready to fucking and just put him down. And everybody be like, no, he's not the one. Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah,
like I just saw
that.
footage of a guy. He owned a store, black man. They were in Georgia, so you can carry a gun and all this type of stuff in Georgia. And they had somebody called the police. And when the police was coming in, he was taking out his firearm, unloading it, and all this type of shit, identifying himself as the fucking store owner. Still, these motherfuckers, I guess seen him with the gun and still felt hostile. Bow, broke his fucking jaw, attacked him, all kind. Luckily, they didn't fucking shoot him, but they ended up beating his ass in his own fucking store over some bullshit that,
Yeah.
So it's, and this is the type of shit that deters, I think, people too from wanting to react like that. Like
the only thing that's gonna happen is
and freedom ain't safe.
I feel like we all gotta, we just all gotta get on code with each other. We, everything, the straight versus the gays, the men versus the women, like there's just way too much displacement with all of us. Like I feel like that everybody says, oh, the difference between the elder, previous generations and protests, at least when they were protesting, like it was just everybody black was just discriminated against, didn't matter. So I feel like they were more on code because it didn't matter what set you rep, you were affected across the board. So
right.
The protests seem more.
Well, that's these new wave idiots trying to dissect it and cause division. They're the ones causing division.
I'm not gonna call them. I'm not gonna say idiots. I'm going to say we are.
I am.
Where I know, and that's another thing I want to bring up. I want to address the conscious, like us being a part of the conscious community.
That.
Like
we gotta call a spade a spade.
No.
Period.
You want to make an omelet? You gotta crack some eggs, digger.
No,
Stop it.
You can't
Stop
teach,
it. Yes.
You can't teach being ignorant and condescending, Jamar. You can't.
Nah, it's not ignorant. It's not hateful. Stop with the PC shit. I'm not going with the PC shit. I'm calling it what it is, digger. If they're fucking trading against black people, then they're fucking traitors. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. First of all,
I'm talking about whoever the fuck I just called the idiot for bringing in their bullshit, trying to divide the shit, bringing in their issues into the black people's issues.
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
Okay. I'm not doing it either right now because I'm tired of sometimes like I'm the bad guy because I want to fucking call it what it is. It's real.
Talking over me and assuming that you know what I'm about to say.
Because I do. You say the same thing all the time.
I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
There are so many different types of black people that are not even associating with the same struggle. That's what I'm talking about. The fuck were you going on? What are you going on about? What are you talking about? I'm talking about because there are super rich black people, super poor black people, mixed black people. I'm talking about the variation of black people. The fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about these gay people trying to mix their shit in with our fucking struggle. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Acting like we're not supposed to address that.
That's not what I was talking about. And we just
you just said at the beginning of that, you said straights fighting against the gays. You said that in the beginning. And I'll roll back that beautiful bean footage. I know that's what you said. I know
what I just said, but right now I'm talking about because there are so many different black.
Yeah, you.
There's not one code for everybody.
Next month.
Okay.
Here.
We're back.
So dumb. Yeah, I can't wait to do that. That's gonna be good. Yeah.
I appreciate it, but
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
What
I don't
I
even
was
know what
talking
we're
about was
I'll be back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
the alphabet people have no business even bringing up alphabet city shit when we're talking about black people's issues. If you're
Yeah,
black, you're black. I really don't give a fuck
that's it.
what your
That's
sexual
it.
orientation
Doesn't
is.
matter. That's it,
That
but it's
shouldn't
not
be
the
brought
same
into it.
thing.
And if it is
Bro.
brought into it, it's only because you're trying to divide.
They're trying to detour black freedom, black empowerment. Their goal has been like that. They
So
did it.
that's what gets me hyped, and that's what I thought she was talking about. If she was talking about something else,
Later.
I
But
apologize.
you ain't let me finish my sentence, motherfucker.
Because you always be saying some crazy shit. Always be saying some PC shit. That should be tiresome sometimes. Like, stop it.
We just got to come at them with a real, just stay mad for real. Fuck all that forgiving shit. And we the most gullible motherfuckers on the planet. God damn. Whew. To be the toughest people, boy, we get suckered by anything.
Listen, I
It's
love
like-
black people, man.
It's like Justin
That's
Bieber
all I
and
can
his
say, man.
It's like Justin Bieber, you know, you saw that footage of him with the N-word, talking nigga this, nigga that. Like, we need to ostracize these people. You know, you don't get no chance no more, bitch. Taking advantage of our culture and then disrespecting us. Fuck out of here. And there's always some black person, but he did it when he was younger. Excuse me, Aunt Jemima, what you say? What's wrong with you? That doesn't mean they've changed. The motherfucker's gonna apologize because he don't want to lose no money. That's why they changed the Aunt Jemima and all that, because they know economically we're not fucking spending money on that shit no more. Fuck you.
Hey, speaking of economically, if you'd like to donate to the Godcast, go to cash.me/$, you know what I mean, patreon.com/, you know what I mean. Yeah. Woo. Also, if you need you some good, affordable health care, telling you telemedicine is the way to go, click the link in the description, LordJamar.Health Alliance Network, and the discount code is Lord Jamar to get you your discount on your monthly telemedicine membership. And that's what it is.
That's what it is.
All right. What are you doing, Digger?
Cool. For me?
No, Digger.
Oh, no, I'm just looking up the.
You went in a decompression chamber or some shit.
I mean, who me?
No,
I thought
Digger.
we were waiting for
Hey, guys.
Digger.
Oh,
I
she's back now.
That's what I thought we were waiting on.
Back. Hey, Digger.
I'm gonna tell you what's happening. We don't really have no fucking topics to discuss. So they getting like Jamar.
They getting the shit that we would do on the phone.
That's what I'm about to say. They getting us talking on the phone to each other. Like we have no like show format, topic structure going on right now. You getting us beefing via text and phone and shit. Usually the show, we have had this conversation already. We done figured out who's gonna bring up what point and shit.
We already got tired. We already
Right.
got tired. We already been drained and shit. Nah, we had full energy tonight, God damn it.
Yeah. This is a perfect topic. What you talking about?
But no, listen, you know that's what we do. That's what we do on
Black
the
people
show.
getting our shit together, man.
We cut each other off sometimes. But at the end of the day,
I don't.
Smack the shit out you.
what they love is that we're able to, you know what I mean? Even when we disagree, we're able to somehow bring it back and that's all.
But you was wrong, Digger. You was wrong the whole time.
Exactly.
Godfrey, you just getting a kick out of this, huh? You ain't even going like intervene. You ain't going to nothing. He just he like, yo, I don't want
be like, ooh.
Because when I watch it, I go, all right, they've been on the phone and talked about this boy. Let me just chill back.
No, usually those are the nice, those are the nice, steady flowing conversations. This is the pregame powwow that we have in real life. We
Yeah.
just shoot the shit. Oh,
Right.
by the way, I'm doing a virtual play. You can look on my.
Oh, I saw a flyer. Talk to me about that.
Yeah.
Yes. So the play is called Cindy Soul, and it's actually it's written by, forgive me, the sister's last name escapes me. I know her name is Kanike. She's the playwright, but it's dope. It's like it's pretty much like a Cinderella story, but the Cinderella is the young girl who's like the revolutionary, and you know she's very politically driven and activist, and she's got her wicked stepmother and stepsisters who's all churchy and girl shut that shit up, and you know blacks kill each other more, you know, like that mentality. And so they get an invite to go to like the inaugural ball of, I don't know, some mayor that can change whatever that's in charge of reform, but she's not allowed to go on some Cinderella shit. And I play the fairy godmother, well, actually her birth mother, who's passed away. And I was a revolutionary when I was alive, and I just kind of, you know, come back as fairy godmom and drop the spirit into her, like, girl, don't you, you know,
Right.
fight, you know, continue to fight. And she gets to the ball, and the same premise.
The revolutionary spirit.
The slipper and everything happens. She ends up going to the ball and has like a very candid conversation with the candidate, not realizing who he is, and then the thing with the slipper, and now you got to find a slipper. So it's based on, it's the same premise as Cinderella, but it's a social justice reform play. I read the script like, okay, this is dope. Count me in. So that's premiering on Sunday. It's going to be done virtually via Zoom, and actually dope. Like I'm, you know, doing the rehearsals and seeing how they switching cameras and adding music and virtual.
I did one last week, a virtual play. It was called I was asked, my friend Ty Jones, who's on Power, he's the black cop, the hater cop, bald-headed guy on Power, if you ever seen it.
Oh, yeah.
He's director of the Classic Theater of Harlem. So he asked me to be, you know, play some parts on this. It's called Cutting Up. And we did it. We did a 4-hour rehearsal. Then we did the 6-hour play. And then they put I guess they, you know, they recorded it.
6-hour play.
Yeah, man, from 12 to 6, because you know why? It was a reading of a play, because because we had to click in, click out on our parts for the Zoom. They got to get the sound right. So it was like more like technical shit. So they're gonna put music in it. So it showed they showed the complete one this last Saturday. It was called Cutting Up. It was with Joe Morton, Tisha Campbell, and Blair Underwood, and a lot of really talented other black. By Charles Wright is the playwright. So it was cool to be part of that shit, man. But that was a real play, but you do it through Zoom. So you got to make sure, you know, you got to click in, click out, mute your stuff. It was sound thing. It was really a technical rehearsal.
That's dope.
That shit took 6 hours too.
Yeah, I mean, people are definitely, you know, being creative. I don't know when the next time we're actually going to get to go to venues and see actual theater productions and even shows for that matter. I feel like I do have 2 shows coming up. I hope they're still happening. They're coming up in August.
I need to cut this bullshit out, man. Enough is enough.
I heard the venues are opening up in 2 weeks. They're going to start slowly letting people, entertainment venues, in 2 weeks.
Enough is enough with this bullshit.
Yeah, but we got to make sure we can kind of drown Bill Gates, because he wants that vaccine, boy. He wants us to go back into hibernation again so he can get this vaccine up. And if people wake the fuck up, we can prevent it.
All right. Well, we got to stop believing these fucking numbers and all this bullshit they talking about. Antibodies, man.
Right.
Fuck
No
that.
NBA this year.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We wrapping up.
They said that the venues
Men
open
lead,
up in
women
Atlanta on
follow.
July 1st.
Men lead, women follow. You first.
Hey, whoever, it's like we both should have each other's back, whether you're in
No,
front, back.
absolutely.
We should strategize. It should be able to go back and forth.
Well, I'm trying to get the sisters on code, man. Look, hey,
And you
look,
can do
like,
it.
look,
You can
actually,
do
you
it.
know what? I'll keep it a buck. For all of the stereotypical shit and what we think is going on, like, oh, the black women, just twerking and
Thank you,
stripping
Love Sexy
and
71.
the guys just money phone flashing and pieces of shit. That really is a small sect.
Of course.
like I don't think it's mentioned enough that there are way more young black women striving to be Michelle Obama
They
than
just don't show it. They don't show it. They don't show it.
exactly. And same for the men. Like there are so like we like there are so they're way more
Accomplished
black
black. Yeah.
college graduates now
Hell
than
yeah.
ever before. And we, I guess we focus so much on the, what we see in entertainment, and that really is a small portion. I think for the most part, like we're okay.
Very
You know,
much so.
some of us are a little slower to adapt than others. A lot of us are, I guess looking to entertainment as the way out, and that's why it may be perceived as we're so all over the place, but we're okay.
Yeah. No, it's just the
Like
media.
we
They
know
control that media, that visual,
Right.
worldwide
our head is
visual.
in the game. I think
But
now more than ever.
well, it's the media. They got that visual of us. And so everybody around the world goes, blacks ain't shit, but we're killing them. Academically, we're killing everybody.
That's right.
We're murdering them motherfuckers.
That's
What
right.
we got to do is the spending part. Once we get that down, ooh, man. Once we
Right.
get the spending part down and let people fucking crash and burn, we're not giving you our money anymore. So you can take your nail shop and stick it up your ass.
We got to
Period.
stop wrapping our self-esteem
Yes.
inside these material things.
Yes. the
That's our
material
problem
thing.
as black
That's
people.
our problem. You
Because
don't
like
have to
white
go to
people don't even love the shit as much as we do. Like
Right.
they don't
Right.
love their own shit as much as we do. They're like, okay, Gucci, yeah, that's cool. Like,
Like,
you know what I
did
mean?
you-
Like,
did
yeah, I
you-
got some
Did
Gucci.
you saw the white family on Black as Fuck talking to Kenya? Like, wow, that's a really expensive car. Good
Right.
for you.
And that although that show kind of annoys me, but it does have good social commentary. Like I didn't watch a lot of it, but some of the stuff I did watch, it does make you think, and you know what I mean? Like I was like, this dude is older, and you got the sweatsuits with the gold chains, and
Nah, it had
you know.
it had its points.
Yeah,
I got an older cousin just like him. He just sent me Father's Day pictures with him and his daughters and all matching Louis Vuitton dresses and sweatsuits. I'm like, look, that's that shit.
black as fuck.
That's that shit right there.
Oh man. What else we got?
We gonna be all right. Long as we ain't on the long as we ain't on IG crying about the Gucci store getting looted, we be all right.
What's all this shit with Jimmy Kimmel?
The black face. Which one?
I guess because there's a picture has resurfaced of him. Was this a Halloween costume or something? He's dressed up as
like a basketball
dressed up
dude.
as a Utah Jazz
Charles
player.
Barkley. He did that Charles Barkley weird
And then there was one where he was like Oprah or some shit like that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I didn't see the second one. Now,
But then I think there's one where he said like, there's a recording of him and he said like nigga or something.
Is he? Oh wow.
While doing a sketch or some shit, he might have said the word nigga.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Damn. Nah, man.
I
Nah,
read
dude.
that somewhere.
I didn't see that, and I didn't see the Oprah pic. What were they sketches for his show, or was
Yeah,
it like
yeah,
a
yeah,
Halloween
yeah.
costume? Okay.
It was definitely some shit for a show. It was some elaborate costumes, you know what I mean?
Okay.
He had prosthetics on and all that, you dig? But he was in blackface, you know?
Yeah.
So now,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess when are they gonna get on Robert Downey Jr.?
Right. I think they had.
For Tropic
And
Thunder.
we loved that fuck. What was that name of that movie again?
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Killed that shit. I thought he did a good
We
job.
thought that was funny.
But he did a good job because he looked like a black dude.
He did. I mean, they addressed it. What you mean we? Listen, I don't know, but he could get in trouble for that too. He did blackface, like you see what I'm saying? Now it's getting to the point where they don't give a fuck the context of a lot of things. If you did something that they don't like.
That's funny. I actually was having that conversation with somebody. Like, is it, is this blackface now just mean at any point you're just dressed up as a black person? Like, even if you're in costume, or if you're playing a part, or like it's just all blackface, like as soon as you put foundation on.
They don't really have a lot of, the only problem is that white folks don't have a lot of room for that because they've been so fucked up to us. It's just they have just a fucked up history. So that's why even Robert Downey, I thought that was a good job. He killed that shit. He's a great actor.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, because he was playing a part. He did a movie,
and it wasn't black. They put him in the complexion of a black person. Like there was it wasn't just blackface like Al Jolson and shit.
Right. That's what I mean. So in 2020, do we nail him to the cross for blackface for playing that part?
Nah.
I don't say we do, but I'm sure there's some fuckers out there.
I'm sure he's getting nailed to the cross. It's and on the reverse side, if you have like the Wayans playing, white girls, that's how I viewed Robert Downey doing, it's like he was like comedically playing a black person the way they like comedically playing a white person. Like, I wasn't.
They wasn't just playing white people; they were playing white girls.
If you look like, they were trying to look like white women. That's different. Like if you're trying to actually look like that and make them real, that's different. But if you just slap some silly ass clown shit and red lips, then you're just
like that's to me that's what I call blackface. Like you're purposely trying to make
you're not your caricature is not humanized.
Sweater with the red. I mean, right now ain't none of the motherfuckers getting wiggle room for none of that shit. But I didn't, when I saw the movie, blackface didn't come to mind.
Okay, now here's what's interesting, right? Now, I just thought about this just now. So when we first came out, Brand Nubian, we had a video that was it was directed by Fab Five Freddy. It was for the song Wake Up. In that video, we had a representation of the devil, right? So we had a black man in a all white business suit with white face, blonde wig, horns coming out his head. MTV said absolutely not. And this is when Fab Five Freddy was like one of their top, we thought, man, we definitely gonna be good with MTV because Fab Five Freddy's the man over there. Yo, MTV raps and all that. So, that was part of the science of why he did the video and all that. And these were his ideas, actually. So I say that to say, not only did white people shut that down immediately, you can't even find that version of the video like anywhere online right now. Like I dare you to go find that right now.
Damn.
Like try to find a version of Wake Up with the black guy. You can't find it. So how come we're able to find these fucking videos of white people in blackface and all that? Why, you see what I'm saying? Why do those still even exist? Because they don't shut those shits down immediately.
Because nobody had a problem with it.
They shut our shit down before. They said, listen, we'll play the video, but you got to cut that part out. And we was naive, you know, we were young and naive. We was like, fuck that. We're not cutting it out. You know what I mean? We're going to keep it up. You know what I mean? And the record company is like, man, we spent this much money on the video. We own the video. We're going to cut the fucking shit out and give it to MTV. And that's what they did. And so now the version of Wake Up that you see right now is not going to have that dude in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just made me think how protective they were of their image. You see what I'm saying? They didn't want to see a black man with a white face on, and they immediately put the kibosh on it and shut it down to where perpetually you can't even find that. But yet we got examples left and right of this one and that one, you know.
I'm watching the video right now. Everybody loves the sunshine.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I'm over here jamming.
I just thought that was interesting. You know?
Yes.
And it's like, but we don't have the power a lot of times to protect our images with the same veracity that these motherfuckers do. You see?
Oh, for sure.
That's why they can make us look any old fucking kind of way.
They put white face on everything except Jesus and Beethoven. Wait, Beethoven was black. Did y'all see that trending?
Yeah, his mom. I learned that in college.
Been knew that.
But surprisingly, a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, and then when you would say it, they'd be like, nah, you know, and then you just keep it moving. But I'm glad there's social medias, especially with the Black history shit.
Yo, I really do have a love-hate relationship with social media, because it's on one instance, I'm like, God damn it, do you always gotta pull a fucking camera out? But you know what? You're kind of starting to have to.
Social media is saving a lot of people's shit too.
Careers. Oh yeah. Social media is the reason why these cops are getting arrested and put out there.
Yeah, thank God. Oof.
See, I'm gonna start running around the streets with a fucking gimbal, so my videos will be nice and steady.
Nice.
I don't do the math. What's today's date? We don't even do the math anymore.
We just the way we break it up.
Zero.
The way we break it up now, it's the Wisdom Culture Day.
Right. So what happened to the Black Lady Theater? Is it shut down still?
You said what?
Is that Black Lady Theater still shut down?
I mean, it's a theater, so all theaters are shut down. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just wondering if they got it back.
Yeah, I think the fight still continues on. Shout out to Omar. Yeah, the fight still continues. I believe they still, you know, trying to get it back, but you know, it's still closed right now. So, and courts are closed right now. You can't go to court right now.
I know, that's great, right?
They got virtual hearings and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like all and out going to court, they don't even have that right now. That's crazy.
Cool.
Yeah,
all right.
Shout out to the Black Lady Theater, man. I hope, you know, hope we get it back, man.
Okay, that's it. I'm sick of your ass.
Yeah, I think we did enough for tonight.
We did enough.
Your ass for today.
Yeah, you done drained me.
The tank is empty.
Yeah, I'm done.
It's all good. Well, listen, everybody, thank you for joining. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, hit hit the notification bell down there. So, you know, you get notified when we drop new episodes because we've been, you know, dropping one damn near every day now. So, you know, we're going to keep it rocking, keep it moving, and we appreciate your support. So, shit, once again, for the Yanadameen Godcast, I'm Lord Jamal.
I'm Digga Digga.
I'm God free.
Peace.
Peace.
He should have like 1 day segment of just the 3 minutes of us yelling at each other. And look, and the headline just be all the symbols, hashtag, exclamation point. Like,
It will probably be something like that.
you can't even title that shit.
Good night.